British politics is never short on drama, but what happened recently to Keir Starmer in a church has left many people stunned. A confrontation that no one saw coming unfolded right in the middle of a religious service, and the Labour leader found himself at the centre of an awkward and humiliating moment. The incident, which has been widely discussed on social media and debated on GB News, raises serious questions about Starmer's public image, his leadership, and whether he's losing the trust of everyday voters. So, what really happened? And why has this moment sparked such a heated reaction across the UK? According to reports, Starmer was attending a church service as part of his community outreach efforts. His goal? To connect with religious leaders and demonstrate Labour's commitment to faith-based communities. But what was supposed to be a routine public appearance took an unexpected turn when a member of the congregation stood up and directly confronted him in front of everyone. The topic? Labour's stance on key moral and social issues. Eyewitnesses described the moment as tense and deeply uncomfortable. The churchgoer, reportedly frustrated with Labour's policies and recent political decisions, challenged Starmer on issues of free speech, religious values, and government overreach. Some sources claim the individual accused him of being out of touch with the concerns of everyday Britons, while others suggest they demanded answers on Labour's shifting position regarding faith-based institutions. Starmer, to his credit, attempted to remain composed, but those in attendance said the intensity of the moment was undeniable. The exchange lasted several minutes, with murmurs spreading throughout the congregation as people processed what was happening. Some members of the audience even began applauding the churchgoer's words, further adding to Starmer's visible discomfort. Political commentators have been quick to analyze the incident. GB News, which has been covering the story extensively, suggests that this confrontation is symbolic of a much deeper issue: Labour's struggle to reconnect with traditional and working-class voters. While Starmer has worked hard to reshape the party's image since taking over from Jeremy Corbyn, moments like this highlight the growing frustration among certain segments of the public. Many people feel that Labour, once the party of the common worker, has drifted too far into metropolitan politics, leaving behind the core values that once defined its base. On the other hand, some argue that this confrontation was nothing more than political theatre, an attempt to embarrass Starmer in public rather than engage in a meaningful discussion. After all, politicians from all parties face public scrutiny, and being challenged in unexpected ways is part of the job. But what makes this moment so significant is the setting. A church, a place where many would expect a more reserved and respectful exchange. Instead, Starmer was put on the spot in a way that few leaders would want to experience. The reaction online has been explosive. Social media users have shared clips and commentary, with some praising the churchgoer for speaking up and holding Starmer accountable. Others have criticized the public confrontation, arguing that there are more appropriate ways to engage with political leaders. Even within Labour circles, there's concern about what this means for Starmer's image. If he's facing this level of pushback in public settings, could it be a sign of trouble ahead as the next general election approaches? What's undeniable is that this incident has once again put Starmer under the microscope. With Labour aiming to challenge the Conservatives in the next election, moments like this could either serve as a wake-up call or become a sign of deeper vulnerabilities within the party. How Starmer responds in the coming days will be crucial. Will he address the concerns raised in that church, or will his team attempt to move past it as quickly as possible? For now, this remains one of the most talked-about moments in UK politics, and it's clear that Starmer's leadership will continue to be tested as public scrutiny intensifies.